How did the Weimar Republic's hyperinflation begin? Imagine waking up one morning and finding that your savings are worth almost nothing. That's what happened in Germany during the early 1920s, when prices shot up faster than anyone could keep track of. But how did this chaos start? Well, it all ties back to the economic mess left after World War I and the choices the government made to handle it. When Germany lost the war in 1918, it was left with huge debts and reparations to pay to the Allies. To cover these costs, the government stopped using the gold standard, which meant they could print more money without backing it with gold. They thought they could just print enough to pay off debts and keep the economy running smoothly. But they didn't realize that printing too much money would cause prices to rise. During the early 1920s, the government kept printing money to pay for social programs, wages, and to cover reparations, even though there weren't enough goods and services to match this increase. This caused the value of the German mark to fall sharply. Things got worse in 1923 when Germany failed to pay reparations, leading France and Belgium to occupy the Ruhr region, which was Germany's industrial center. The government told workers in the Ruhr to go on strike to protest the occupation, which stopped production. To support these striking workers, the government printed even more money, flooding the economy with currency while goods became scarce. This imbalance made prices skyrocket, with the value of the mark dropping almost hourly at the height of the crisis. What started as inflation quickly turned into hyperinflation, where prices for everyday items like bread and milk soared from a few marks to millions or billions of marks in just months. People's savings disappeared overnight, and the economy was in chaos. This all happened because the government relied heavily on printing money to cover debts and expenses, instead of raising taxes or cutting spending. The situation was worsened by the occupation of the Ruhr and the strikes, which created a vicious cycle of money printing and rising prices. This episode shows how excessive money printing without economic growth or fiscal discipline can lead to total currency collapse. It also highlights how political instability and external pressures can make a fragile economy spiral out of control. The Weimar hyperinflation remains a clear example of how dangerous unchecked inflation can be when monetary policies are used to finance government spending without proper controls.